Fear of being unlovable, Walmart score, and the Take Back Control Challenge.
Welcome to the Hopefulist, a daily talk show hosted by veteran broadcaster Wendy McClure. Join Wendy each day as she shares her life lessons that transformed her from perpetual pessimist to the ultimate hopefulist. The perfect morning show to get you caught up on the day's top stories while sharing insights that will lead to positive transformation and bring out the hopefulist in you. For more inspiration, visit hopefulist.com. And now, here's your host and hopefulist, Wendy McClure.
Hello and welcome to a Wednesday. It is May 13th, 2020, day 241 of Gotta Get on Ellen. I have really dropped off on my pestering Ellen, and really this is the time when I really should have been notching it up because it'd be so easy to just slip into her show while she's at home over iPhone, iPad, Zoom, what have you. Yeah, I'm just not getting myself ready much like I used to, doing my hair and putting on makeup and all that stuff. And then I feel like I shouldn't really do videos of myself when I'm looking like that. And my hair, it's terrible. It's awful. Awful. I'm beginning to wonder if we're going to be charged for 2 touch-ups because that's how much color it's going to take when we finally get back to the salon. No opening date for salons in the area. Ugh. Brutal. Brutal. I finally got a bathing suit in the mail yesterday. I ordered over a month ago. I ordered 2 of them, so I got one. I'm still waiting for the other one. I'm still waiting for some dresses that I ordered around the same time. And I had gotten a shipping email 2 weeks ago, I guess. And every time I track it, it says that it's still waiting for a label to be made. Okay, what? I have to stop ordering stuff from these little sponsored sites that I see on Facebook because I am hugely disappointed every time I do. Now, the bathing suit looks pretty good. It smells. What is with these clothing companies sending out these stinky clothes? I'm assuming once I wash it, it will be fine. But every single time I've ordered like a cool t-shirt that I see in a Facebook ad or whatever, hugely disappointed. They always come out really faded. In fact, the first time I ordered a shirt from one of those places, it was like an Eagles shirt, Philadelphia Eagles shirt, and it was so faded. And again, it stunk so bad. Even after I washed it, I could smell it. And I had contacted them. I said, this is not acceptable. I said, I don't want this. So they sent me another one. It was a tiny bit better. And then I had ordered for my 50th birthday a really cool looking shirt that has said, stepping into my 50s like a boss. And it was all bedazzled and glittered out. And, if you know me, that's just right up my alley. Again, get the shirt. It's not bedazzled. It's just a print. And that would be fine if it looked anything like it did in the ad. But it doesn't. Again, very faded. And I don't know why I keep trying. Well, because now we really don't have much choice as, other than ordering online. But I probably should stick to like Kohl's or Macy's or stores that I know that have quality things. So I'm kind of holding my breath waiting for, because I ordered a bunch of dresses, and I'm really hoping that I'm not super disappointed in these, because I plan on it being my wardrobe for the summer. That's it. I don't plan on going shopping again. I got my bathing suit. I got 2 bathing suits, and I got a bunch of dresses. I should be good to go. Anybody else ordering from these weird sites on Facebook or online? I don't recommend it. I won't be doing it again. I don't know. Maybe I will. I keep saying I'm not going to do it again, and then I do it again. Hopefully I have learned my lesson. Went to Walmart yesterday. Yes, I did. I scored a 3-pack of Clorox wipes. Woohoo! Yay! I almost missed them, too. It's crazy being in the store right now. Now, this place was fairly dead. There really was not a lot of people there. But they do, again, with the arrows on the aisle. I was paying, well, not at first. I wasn't paying attention to them, but I started to get it, the pattern. It is a little bit annoying. And go down these aisles, you want nothing in. It wasn't that crowded, so it was not that big of a deal. Got myself some nail polish. I'm going to do my nails today. Very excited about that. You know how much I love freshly polished nails. Got some cool summer colors. Got a nice coral. They're calling it peachy something. Looks like coral to me. So I will be doing that today. And I wanted to tell you about the Take Back Challenge that is starting on Monday. Do you feel like your life is out of control during this COVID craziness? Is your schedule all over the place? Is your health and eating habits off the charts? Is the organization and your home looking like a bomb hit it? This challenge will help you get back on track. 5 days only. It's only 5 days long to help you get back on track. If you want to take part in this challenge, if you see, and I'm going to be putting it up a lot, if you see the promotion for the challenge and you are already on my email list, because I'm having people sign up for it through my email list. If you're already on my email list, just comment on the post, I'm in, and I will make sure that you are included in the entire challenge. Because what I plan to do is just take the people who have recently signed up for the email list and include them in the challenge. So if you're already on the email list, you know I love you most. Just write that you're in on the post that is advertising, promoting the challenge. For today's topic, we are talking about movie stars and who you think would be a good one to play you. I'm going to say, not that I think she looks like me. I'm thinking she's a little bit thinner than I am. But I love Jennifer Aniston. I would love for her to play me in a movie. I think she's beautiful. I think she's awesome. You know who else I wouldn't mind playing me and probably looks more like me? But it has to be back in the Will and Grace days, Deborah Messing. Loved her curly red hair like mine. Hers way better than mine, though. Way better than mine. And I just thought that the way that she dressed in Will and Grace was so awesome. Loved watching her on the original Will and Grace. Some of your choices. Lauren says Melissa McCarthy. She is funny as hell. She is one of my Gilmore girls. Love her to death. Kimberly says Jennifer Garner. Yes. Speaking of Jennifer Garner, she was on that special last night. Did any of you catch that special about Gary Marshall last night? It was really good. It was kind of an homage to Gary Marshall and all that he had done. I met Gary Marshall once at one of the radio stations that I worked at. I didn't really get a chance to talk to him. He said something funny as he went past me. Really tall. He was very tall. Like, I was kind of like, wow, he's tall. I mean, he looks tall when you see him on TV, but he was tall. Back to who would play you. Kate says Emily Blunt. I love her. Roxanne says Diane Lane. Sandra says Diane Keaton. Marcy says Betty Davis. She had spunk. She sure did. Connie says a younger Sophia Loren. And Jim says Joe Pesci 25 years ago. He's got spunk. He's got my spunk. And he is short. Yeah, you know, it's kind of fun to think about stuff like that. I might have considered Julia Roberts at one point, but she also was in the special last night. She didn't annoy me last night, but she's annoyed me a lot in the last couple of years. She's just, I don't know. She just seems very obnoxious anymore. I don't know. Something about her rubs me the wrong way. She looked really good in the special last night, though. So I'm going to move on to the blog post today. As you know, we are talking about fear for the next couple of weeks, talking about fear all this week. And today I am touching on probably a pretty touchy subject, one that we're all maybe a little afraid of on some level, a fear of being unlovable. I have a picture up of me and my girl Tucker, just a girl and her dog. Is there anything else you need for a happy life? Not really too much, honestly, but if you have ever had a fear that only your dog will love you, you are not alone. I've thought so many times throughout my life that maybe I'm just not lovable. Started with poor self-esteem from the time I was a child. Didn't have a lot of confidence, and I questioned myself and my worth constantly. My mother made it clear that was not planned. In fact, she pointed out often that she was forced to go off the pill for a few months because they made you do that back then. And within a month, she was pregnant with me. I'm not sure how a child, or adult for that matter, is supposed to process that information. If you followed me, you know the relationship I had with my mom just got worse over the years. Ultimately, she wrote me out of her will in what I believe was a final punishment for not being the daughter she thought I should be. Unlovable? Maybe. My father is still alive, but we don't have a close relationship. He doesn't seem to really be interested in what's going on in my life. We usually stick to topics like gardening and light stuff. I'm not saying that my parents don't love me. I know that they did do in their own way, but at least when it comes to my mother, she clearly wanted to make sure I knew how much I disappointed her. Does that mean that I'm a horrible daughter? Does that mean that I'm unlovable? What does it mean when you don't feel very loved by your own parents? What does it say about me and the kind of person I am? I also got married very late in life. As I hit 40 and still wasn't even dating, I began to ponder the question again. Am I unlovable? Is there something wrong with me? Do I repel people? What is it about me? What am I doing wrong? But as I neared 40, I started to make plans that I may just have to go through my journey on earth alone, and I had to make peace with that. It was not easy. It was something I had been trying to do my whole life, especially the 10 years that preceded that. But 40 seemed like kind of a cutoff in my head. I guess I thought that if I'm not married by then, I will be alone forever, so I better start making the best of it. And I did. I bought my condo. I got into a group rental at the Jersey Shore. I had my job that I loved, my dog that I loved even more. If I couldn't find someone to love me and make me complete, more on how wrong that concept is later, I would have to tackle it myself. Took my bike out for long rides when I had the chance, met up with friends whenever I could. I finally started to embrace life for what it was instead of what I wanted it to be. And of course, that is when everything changed. Started dating my now husband. We started planning a life together. It's not about another person, though. It's about you. It always has been and always will be. Once I faced my deepest, darkest fear of being alone and potentially unlovable, something shifted. It's a mindset. I started living for the now, for this moment, instead of waiting for what I thought would make me happy, instead of thinking it will all get better once this happens or that happens. My deepest, darkest fear of being alone and unlovable. I faced it. I started living my life as if that were the truth. Turned out it wasn't, thank goodness. Have you ever read a book about someone who had a horrific childhood and you think to yourself, wow, at least I didn't have it that bad? It's sometimes good to get that type of perspective. It's good to realize that there is always someone who has it worse than you. If a little boy grows up getting beat every day, do you think it's because the boy is unlovable or because he has horrible parents? You likely don't put any blame on the boy at